Hello, Sagittarius. Let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading, Sagittarius. Let's go. We're closing out a cycle. This reading is for the 23rd of April through the 30th of April. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to scale back on the readings a bit. Just heads up, I'll announce it a couple of more times before I don't announce it anymore. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Here's some questions for you, for those of you all who like questions, as we're closing out the reading. First question is, what emotions or patterns are you ready to release with love? The second one is, what illusions or fantasies have been clouding your judgment? Right? Third one would be, where have you been avoiding closure or completion? The fourth one is, how can you trust divine timing more fully? And then last but not least is, what is your soul still asking? What is your soul asking for in silence and or stillness? Right? And so the questions are really around Pisces being in a waxing crescent moon. We're the last cycle. So it affects the lower part of your body as well as your pineal gland, right? And what you believe, like what you believe with your eyes. Is it real? Are you imagining things? If you see a picture or a video of something and you get a snapshot of something, do you just automatically believe it, that people are running with a particular group of people? Do you just believe everything you see or everything you hear about energies, right? Do you just go with the flow of what you hear, right? Your spirit just go with the flow. You're a mutable sign, but do you just go with the flow of what you hear about people? Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's go. First card out of the deck. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. That's a great place to start, right? Love and self-acceptance. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. 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 The Chariot card. When you have a feeling about something and you're at a crossroad, your sign, you're a fire sign, right? Fire sign, your energy is outward, right? So that's fire. Fire's third chakra. That's masculine energy. I'm talking to men and women, Sagittarius. This is a general reading, by the way, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. But fire energies, it's like, you know what? That's the I do, I will. I will reach out to whomever. If I'm at a crossroad about something and I love and accept myself, and I believe that somebody may hate or not accept who they are, I will reach out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If I believe someone is overwhelmed, that I love and I've accepted myself, then I will. That's the fire that's just putting it all together for you. If I feel like somebody is overwhelmed, drowning in something, drowning in debt, drowning in depression, overwhelmed with anything, I will reach out and be direct. Right? If somebody's at a crossroad in their lives and they don't know which direction to take, I will. Right? Your energy is directed outward as a fire sign. And I feel like somebody's in hermit mode, right? Contemplating something, searching for something. I will. That's the fire in you taking some kind of action. So I feel like somebody is in hermit mode, maybe going in hermit mode right now, at a crossroad right now, focusing on love and self-acceptance. Here we have the King of Pentacles. And with enough information at this point, somebody has enough information. I'm feeling like, in hermit mode, a light turns on for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people become enlightened about self, like your gifts. I feel like somebody is highly gifted. Like, when you have feelings about things, I feel like that's where somebody, just in your quiet time in hermit mode for somebody, That's where somebody like can really process like whatever your thoughts are. You get a lot of information, your downloads in quiet time. So somebody's about to go into like softer life. Here we have High Priestess energy here. Yeah, somebody's gone through a lot of dark night of the soul, and you're stepping into the light. You become more enlightened. This is right here. Somebody's about to find out they're High Priestess, they're Light High Priestess. If you haven't already. Well, that's how other people, this is what you have in common with somebody. This is what you have in common with somebody. When people go into hermit mode, a light turns on for a lot of people. Here we have Six of Swords. This is what you have in common with somebody who has moved on, an Aquarius. There's an Aquarius who's moved on quietly with their lives, went into hermit mode, and realized they were a light high priestess. Everybody was shocked. Like, what the heck? How in the world this person know all this information? When they get a feeling about something, they go with a feeling of something. Pray about it, go with a feeling of something, and move on. Go into hermit mode, right? Seven of Swords. And people go right into talking about them behind their back, assassinating their character, saying that they're dishonest, they running away from something, some kind of a divorce, trickery, deception. How many people have that in common? That's what this card, Seven of Swords, mean. They go right in, people go right into assassinating their character. That is what you have in common. So here we have Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing somebody who is very resourceful. Very resourceful. Here we have Five of Wands here. So somebody who is very resourceful, see them as a rival. Causing a lot of challenges and obstacles and conflicts and competition, just drama. So, so Ten of Cups. Somebody that you're sitting around a table with sees them as competition. You're sitting right around the table with somebody who sees this Aquarius as competition. Yeah. Somebody who has Leo in their birth chart, who also could be a hermit too. A hermit is Virgo. Hermit is a Virgo, and then Leo, because somebody can have a Leo moon, because we have this is Five of Wands. Wands energy is Leo, but somebody sees somebody as a rival, but why? Why would somebody see somebody as a rival? Something. So the full moon that we had was in Libra. So Libra rules seventh house. Seventh house is about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and also enemies. So there's some kind of connection there, because Libra is an air sign, and there must be a connection there. Because two people are apart from each other, but what is the connection? Marriage must have been some kind of a connection, because you see the Chariot card here. Marriage had to be the connection. Somebody could have been married to the same person. Somehow you're in the midst of something. Yeah, somebody had something from the past. Somehow they connected to the same person from the past. They have past connections. Something with a Pisces. Somehow they having some kind of connections from the past. Somewhere Pisces is involved. Right here we have the Knight of Cups here. Following the heart, romantic proposal. So a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, but a lot of people's wishes are being fulfilled. Sitting at this table, a lot of people's wishes are fulfilled while somebody's in hermit mode. And somebody's also a psychic. Someone is a psychic. And they're getting all these downloads while they're in hermit mode about a group of people. Getting their wishes fulfilled. Here we have the Two of Wands. So someone is waiting on some kind of results about something, planning, making decisions, leaving home. Here we have this right here. Yeah, so something is closing out. Here's a Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is about a completion. Something is complete. Six of Cups. Right? So, something feels like home for someone. Nostalgic, friendship, innocence, healing, reunions, gifts. Something feels very familiar to someone. It could be a geographical location for someone. It could be a something that feels very much like home for someone. Right. Here we have 8 of Swords here. Yeah. So, yeah, destiny swapping feels very much at home for someone. Somebody is very used to swapping destinies with someone. And somehow you're caught up in something. Yeah, something feels very much like swapping destinies. What's caught in the Six of Cups here is death, because it connects us with Scorpio. And it's two energies. There are two energies who want to swap destinies with two people, just so we're crystal clear. Yeah, just so we're crystal clear here. Somehow you're caught in the middle of something. You are caught in something because you went along with the flow. And some people are fully aware of it. So people are fully aware of it. Yeah, star. There's an Aquarius that is 100% aware of something. Yeah, so very aware of friendships, community, goals, hopes, wishes, humanitarian efforts. Somebody's aware of, so star card connects us with the 11th house. So 11th house is about friendships, community, goals. So this is about your future, like focusing on your future. And you knowing that you inherited a lot of spiritual gifts, going into hermit mode. So somebody's either already in hermit mode or going into hermit mode. Because I'm looking at 5 and 2 is 7. It's like you closing out a cycle. A cycle is closing out. So you can land on the light side of 7, right, where you're letting source make it make sense, where you can defend your decision to move on from something. Or you can learn on the dark side of 7, where you're asking why. Why has something closed out? You're still having questions where source keeps exposing something to you over and over and over again, right? So somebody has enough information at this point. Somebody has enough information at this point to make a firm decision to close something out from the past. Somebody has enough information to close something out from the past. To cut ties with something. So here we have 7 and 9. Yeah, because a lot of wishes are being fulfilled. And then we also have, like I said, a 6 of Cups to take some good memories with you. I shared a story about something that happened, this weekend, where I was approached by this guy who just starts talking. He's older guy. He's looking his late 70s, going on and on and on. If people were watching from just kind of like without like just from the outside looking in, they would assume that like we knew each other. This guy's like, oh, you should follow me to this park or whatever. I was like, I don't even know this guy from a can of paint. To myself, I'm saying this is an older guy. But people are doing stuff in broad daylight. If somebody was taking video or cameras or something, they would assume that I really knew this person. And so I got in my car and I went home. I got in my car and I just went home. I said, oh, absolutely not. I know this person. This person could lead me somewhere and have me kidnapped and killed or something crazy, right? Set up, whatever. So here we have the King of Swords here. So anyway, that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is like think. Like who is this energy? Like who you so that's what Source is trying to help you learn how to do, is like, if you believe, this is the I believe something. If you believe, it's a choice to believe. You believe somebody don't love or accept themselves and they're in hermit mode for a reason, you need to take some kind of action, quick action. You need to take some kind of quick action, especially if you're sitting around a group of energies that you feel like you sit in a house with, and something feels like it's a friendship, or you receive gifts, or you're familiar with something with somebody, or something you went to college with somebody, or you're friends with, or y'all laugh and joked as kids or whatever the case, and you're familiar with something. Listen, the way people are out here using for real body doubles, craziness, Here we have Page of Wands here. This is a message that Source keeps sending to you. So some kind of a new project, somebody is free from some kind of shade. Somebody is free from some kind of shade. I see some strange mess in New York, for real. Like some strange craziness in New York. So I was just saying, if you choose to believe everything, remember water is reflective, right? If you believe everything you hear and see about loved ones, unfortunately, it was something in the back of your mind you wanted to believe, for real. Like, let's just be 100%. It's something you wanted to believe. It's almost like somebody can easily convince you that a loved one, without somebody picking up a phone and coming up and just asking directly, it's something people want to believe. It's something somebody wanted to believe about you, or somebody wanted to believe about somebody that you love. And that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, yeah, don't be a fool. And don't be boo-boo the fool. Yeah, the devil is tricky. The devil is very tricky. Very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Here we have, yeah. You're sat around a table, and, you know, like I said, here's a Three of Wands right here, teamwork. We have sat around a table and, like, listened to people who have literally teamed up to come against loved ones. Like, maybe, try to team up against loved ones, to end loved ones behind their back using you. Using some kind of crazy stuff they put together to cause a tower moment, to cause somebody to have a tower moment. So there's an upheaval that's happening right now. Child, it's an upheaval. There's a lot going on in these spiritual streets. I can tell you that much. There's a lot going on. People out here acting cray. So y'all be careful. Be real careful, because I'm telling you, people will follow you around. I'm telling you, looking at this right here, you know, you could be a hermit. You literally could be a hermit. And somebody could have, this right here, tower moment right here, right? This is total recall. So, tower moment. This is what a lot of people have in common. So here you are, you're trying to go through life, travel through life, you know, like just move on, and you're making a transition through life, right? This is what I'm saying. This is what a lot of people have. You, your kids, grandkids, whomever, right? You're just trying to quietly make a transition through life. People will, this is first house, this is first and eighth house. First house is about personality, temperament, appearance, self-image. It's about impression, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. People will impulsively make a decision that you're running away from something, right? Somebody could have caught you jogging and thought you was running away from something. You could have been running, like, for instance, like on Easter, and I'm not going to get into the long story because it's on other videos. But anyway, so I had gotten some lunch and eaten my lunch in my car, and then just like ran back to my car to get my cell phone to take some images of, like, I wanted to take some images of the water and the birds or whatever. But if somebody was sitting around and they caught like an image of me like doing like a light jog back to my car to get my camera so I could take some video images or whatever. If somebody wanted to, like, say, you know, I was running from something, not even knowing I was running to get my camera. Like, what? You see the star card there, right? So anybody who has, like, who's operating in North Node, or who's like or people who are impulsive and just their thinking, right? Or if somebody feels like you're at a crossroad in life, right? Or feel like you're holding on to some kind of secrets or anything, and people don't really know for sure, what. So it's saying you need to make sure, and they are, they're greedy, or they're tied to some kind of, they're demons in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and they're trying to project that onto you. So it's just like, wake up, just wake up, just wake up. Yeah. A new romantic cycle begins for somebody, and again, this is balance out. Somebody's a very independent person. You're a very independent person, right? Because nothing is going to come of a situation. Something is void. Something is void. Something is nothing. Nothing is going to come of a situation here. It's like the void moon here, right? So, but a new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. So whenever you see a void of a course moon, it just means that it makes more major aspects like conjunction, square, trine, sextile, opposition to any other planets before a change of signs. It just really kind of sort of makes decisions, actions, or new beginning, makes fizzle out of or go out of nowhere, right? So energy is unclear, unfocused, unstable. It's great for rest, reflection, spiritual work, cleansing, letting go, simple coasting through routine. So what you want to avoid whenever you see a void of course moon is signing contracts, launching projects, making major decisions, sending important emails or text messages, or schedule first time meetings, or those kind of things. Like, what you want to do is meditate or journal. You want to declutter or organize. You want to rest or retreat. You want to finish ongoing tasks. You want to reflect on dreams and emotions. You want to do those things, right? So here we have, so a new romantic cycle begins, right? So of just balance. And it's not necessarily like you're going to start dating someone new. This is more of just like you're about, make sure there's a healthy work-life balance where the scales have been removed from your eyes about something that, sometimes you could be sitting at a table with people who have ulterior motives, and they literally could be secret enemies of someone you are very familiar with. You literally, that's in your family. You've had them at your house. You've been out with them. They could be secret enemies of somebody that you know, and you not even know it. You not even know it. They can have demons you not even know about. Addicted to money. They think somebody moving somewhere. They feel like the cost of living is high. How they get all that money to live somewhere? And they don't maybe not even know, like, maybe they're not even moving somewhere where the cost of living is what they think it is. They just so busy trying to live somebody else's life destiny swap. So source is saying somebody needs to wake up. You're having a total recall of some things now. Total recall. You talk to somebody who told you the cost of living is not what people think it is. You've had some conversations. You've had some conversations. You're dealing with some energies who want to live a lavish lifestyle, but on someone else's dime. What's hidden in the Tower card is also, like I said, they want to disgrace, ruin somebody, cause a sudden upheaval, disaster in someone's life. But these are energies who see somebody as enemies of theirs. So, but how are they going to live a lavish lifestyle? What kind of demons or addictions are they into? They got a life insurance policy on somebody that you know? Who they using to do it? Who are they using to do it? So you could literally be you could literally not even realize you being used as a pawn in a game. So, yeah, you could be, like I said, they're using somebody, bullying somebody. Somebody is being bullied. They made it feel like they got the weight of the world on their shoulder. They didn't talk. They teamed up with somebody who they made them feel like they had the weight of the world on their shoulder to talk to you to join a team. They bullied a young person. Somebody used a young person, Sagittarius, to talk to you. They bullied them. They bullied them to create some kind of a lie about somebody who moved on, like somebody got this big sack of money somewhere, but they said, okay, if they don't have the money, we're going to create a situation, a tower, to create a tower moment for a person. In other words, to kill somebody, just in case somebody's slow. That part is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So, somebody need to wake up. Somebody need to wake up for real. Somebody needs to wake up. That is what I see for you in your reading. That is what I see for you in your reading. So people need to stop demonizing tarot. People need to stop demonizing tarot. Oh, I heard that that's the devil, this and that. Okay. You better wake up. Well, this is a year 9. You are the 9th sign in tarot. Wake up. New romantic cycle. Deepening, right? Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. They bring the peace of God. Somebody put you right in the middle of some stuff. That's why when somebody tell me stuff about people, I'm like, you know what? Let me call them directly myself. Let me find out directly. No, you show me a video, a picture. They don't even look like them. Why y'all want to become so? Y'all seem like y'all obsessed with wanting to get no information about somebody. Y'all, what y'all paparazzi? Like, what y'all writing a book? Why y'all want to know so much about somebody? Let me find out if they know you. Those are questions somebody should be asking. Let me find out if they know you. Somebody was talking to some secret enemies and they found out. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Bye.